Breaking news out of the music world has left millions of fans talking and their hearts absolutely melting. Chris Martin, the legendary frontman of Coldplay, has once again proven why he's not only one of the greatest performers of our generation, but also one of the most deeply emotional souls in the entertainment industry. During a moment that no one saw coming, Martin delivered a heartfelt dedication to actress Dakota Johnson, a dedication so raw, so personal, and so powerful that it instantly went viral, leaving audiences around the world captivated. But before we reveal exactly what Chris Martin said and how Dakota reacted, make sure you stick with us until the very end, because this is one of those rare, once-in-a-lifetime moments that fans will be replaying over and over again. And don't forget, if you love keeping up with the most emotional, surprising, and inspiring moments in Hollywood, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss an update. The story begins at a sold-out Coldplay concert, where the crowd was already buzzing with excitement. Chris Martin had been performing hit after hit, his voice soaring through the stadium like it always does, filling the night with magic. But then something shifted. The lights dimmed just slightly, the tempo slowed, and the atmosphere changed. It wasn't just another song. It was the moment everyone would later be talking about. With the microphone in hand and his eyes scanning the crowd, Chris Martin paused and allowed the silence to build, creating a tension so thick you could feel the anticipation rise. And then, in a soft, emotional voice that seemed to tremble with sincerity, he said her name. "This one," he began, "is for someone who means the world to me. Someone who makes everything brighter. Someone who makes me want to be better every single day. Dakota, this is for you." The audience erupted. Fans screamed, phones shot into the air, and social media exploded in real time as the dedication spread like wildfire. People couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Chris Martin, usually so private about his personal life, openly declaring his love and admiration for Dakota Johnson in front of tens of thousands of people. But it didn't stop there. What made this moment even more powerful was the way he sang afterward. Every lyric, every note, carried an intensity that felt different, like he wasn't just performing for the audience, but directly to her. It wasn't a show anymore. It was a love letter, sung under the stars, shared with the world. Midway through the performance, the camera cut to Dakota in the audience. She was visibly moved, eyes glistening, a smile breaking through the emotion as she tried to take it all in. Fans nearby caught her wiping away tears, overwhelmed by the rawness of the moment. That simple reaction ignited even more buzz online, with fans calling it one of the most romantic gestures they had ever seen from a celebrity couple. And just when everyone thought they'd seen the most emotional part of the night, Chris delivered a surprise that left fans gasping. He stopped between verses, looked toward Dakota again, and whispered into the mic, "Everything I do, everything I sing, it's always for you." The words echoed through the stadium, turning the concert into an unforgettable declaration of love. Social media platforms exploded immediately. On Twitter, hashtags like #ChrisAndDakota and #ColdplayLove trended worldwide within minutes. Instagram was flooded with clips of the dedication, each one amassing millions of views as fans from around the globe shared their reactions. TikTok was no different. Short videos of Dakota's emotional reaction and Chris's powerful words went viral, some racking up tens of millions of plays in just a few hours. What makes this even more compelling is the history behind their relationship. Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson have always kept their romance relatively low-key, choosing privacy over constant media attention. But in moments like this, when love bursts into the spotlight, it reminds fans just how real and genuine their connection is. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't staged. It was simply Chris Martin allowing the world to witness the depth of his feelings. And here's the part that will keep you wondering. What does this mean for their future? Was this just a one-time dedication, or is it a sign that something even bigger is on the horizon? Some fans speculate it could be Chris's way of hinting at a deeper commitment. Others believe it was simply his way of showing gratitude and love in the most public, unforgettable way possible. Whatever the case, one thing is certain. This moment has cemented itself as one of the most iconic dedications in live music history, Even industry insiders are weighing in. Journalists describe the dedication as a rare glimpse into the heart of a superstar, while fans call it the kind of love story Hollywood needs right now. Music critics are even noting how the performance itself felt transformed, almost as if Chris Martin channeled every ounce of love he had into the music, creating an energy that transcended the stage. And if you think this story ends here, think again. Because as fans continue to replay the clips and share their reactions online, questions about what comes next are heating up. Will Chris and Dakota take a bold new step in their relationship? Will this become the defining moment that shifts how they share their love with the world? Or will they retreat back into privacy, letting this magical night stand as a rare but unforgettable window into their hearts? Whatever happens, the truth remains. Chris Martin's emotional dedication to Dakota Johnson has touched millions of hearts, proving once again that love, when shared openly and authentically, has the power to inspire the world. So, what do you think? Was this the ultimate romantic gesture, or just the beginning of something even bigger for Chris and Dakota? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's hear what you believe this dedication really means. And if you want more stories like this, filled with the biggest moments, surprises, and heart-melting scenes from Hollywood, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the conversation, because one thing is certain: when Chris Martin sings for Dakota Johnson, the world stops and listens. And that's the kind of love story you just can't ignore. But what makes this moment even more unforgettable is how it connects to the deeper journey of Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson's relationship. For years, fans have speculated about the true nature of their bond. Whispers of their romance began back in 2017, when the two were first spotted together at private gatherings in Los Angeles. At the time, both were navigating their own careers, and speculation ran wild as paparazzi tried to piece together the puzzle of their connection. Yet, through the years, Chris and Dakota managed to keep their love story away from the constant spotlight, a rare feat in Hollywood, where every detail often becomes public property. This is precisely why the dedication hit so hard. Chris Martin, the global superstar known for penning some of the most iconic love songs of the last 2 decades, has always been careful with his words. For him to break through that wall of privacy and open up on stage, in front of thousands of fans and millions more watching online, shows just how profound his feelings are for Dakota Johnson. It wasn't just a dedication, it was a statement, a declaration that love this deep can no longer be hidden. Industry analysts point out that moments like this don't happen by accident. Every detail, from the choice of song to the way the lights dimmed before his dedication, suggests that Chris had been planning this surprise for quite some time. Could it have been a spontaneous outpouring of emotion? Maybe. But knowing how meticulous Coldplay shows are, many believe this was his way of marking a new chapter in his life. And Dakota's emotional reaction only added fuel to the fire, making it clear that this wasn't just a performance. It was a personal milestone. Fans online have been dissecting every second of the video, pointing out the way Chris's voice cracked slightly when he said Dakota's name, the way his eyes lingered in her direction, and the subtle smile on Dakota's face that seemed to say, "I see you, I feel this, and I love you too." TikTok users have even slowed down the clips to highlight these micro-expressions, turning a simple dedication into a viral study of love, vulnerability, and authenticity. And let's not forget, Chris Martin is no stranger to writing music inspired by love and relationships. From Fix You to Yellow, his catalog is filled with songs that resonate with themes of connection, heartbreak, and devotion. But fans are now asking, could his next big song, or even his next album, be directly inspired by Dakota Johnson? Imagine an entire record born out of the passion, admiration, and tenderness he expressed on that stage. It would not only be a gift to Dakota, but also to the millions of listeners who find solace in Coldplay's music. Adding to the intrigue, several insiders close to the couple have hinted that Dakota has been a steady source of inspiration for Chris in recent years. While she continues to build her own impressive career in Hollywood, she has reportedly been a grounding presence in his life, a balance between the chaos of fame and the calm of intimacy. Fans argue that this balance is exactly what shone through in his dedication. Chris wasn't just thanking Dakota for being by his side. He was acknowledging her as the force that keeps him centered. As the clips continue to circulate, the dedication is being compared to some of the most iconic romantic gestures in celebrity history. Some are calling it the new John and Yoko moment, while others describe it as the most heartfelt declaration of love ever seen on stage. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. With Coldplay on their world tour and Dakota's career thriving in Hollywood, this love story feels like it's reaching a pivotal climax, a moment where personal and professional lives collide in the most beautiful way possible. But here's the cliffhanger that fans can't stop talking about. Could this be leading up to something even bigger? The internet is buzzing with theories. Some believe Chris is preparing to propose, while others think the dedication is simply a taste of what's to come in future concerts. One thing is certain, this moment has raised the stakes. Every upcoming Coldplay performance will now carry the question, will he do it again? Will he dedicate another song to her? And fans will be watching closely, ready to capture every second. Even celebrities are joining the conversation. Fellow musicians, actors, and public figures have commented on the clips, praising the vulnerability and courage it takes to share love so openly. In a world where celebrity relationships are often shrouded in mystery or damaged by rumors, Chris and Dakota's story stands out as refreshingly real. It reminds people that, behind the fame, the lights, and the cameras, there are still raw, human emotions that transcend industries and touch hearts everywhere. The beauty of this moment is that it wasn't just for Dakota. It was for every fan who has ever believed in the power of love, for every person who has ever wanted to shout their feelings from the rooftops, and for every soul who finds hope in the idea that true love, no matter how private, can sometimes burst into the public eye in the most breathtaking way possible. And as the night ended, as fans filed out of the stadium still buzzing from what they had witnessed, one truth remained undeniable. Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson's love is no longer just a rumor whispered about in Hollywood circles. It's a love story that now belongs to the world, a story that will continue to unfold, one song, one dedication, and one emotional moment at a time. As we wrap this up, we leave you with one final thought. When was the last time a simple dedication touched millions of lives across the globe? That's the power of music, the power of vulnerability, and above all, the power of love. Now it's your turn. Do you think Chris Martin's dedication was a spontaneous declaration, or was it a carefully planned signal of something even bigger coming soon? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated, because if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that this story isn't over yet.